our planning committee. I would like to sincerely thank all team managers, captains, sponsors, supporters, media partners, and viewers joining us tonight. This tournament continues to grow not just cricket, but unity, friendship, active living, sportsmanship, and the continued celebration of the game we all love. And I must take the time out to say thanks also for the teams that had brought us to this point. Because this being our fourth edition, it had started out as just a recreational tour. And I must recognize Tobago Strikers touring team, one of the first teams, and we could put our hands together for them and supporting us on the first tour as a recreational tour to Tobago alongside Tobago legends. And it started there. And it went on after where we have, and I must recognize also again, Mr. Dave from the Jaguar Sports Club into our second edition tour, which was recreational also. And coming out of that, where we had 5 teams at Tobago, it was classified, move it into a competition mode. Yes, it is a lot of work. And last year, it stepped up. We have a number of teams this year, new teams to the competition. We have known that apart from the prizes that is out there to be taken, one of the greatest joys when it comes to over 50 cricket is the bragging rights, and we could say that aloud. And just to note, we have something to represent here in terms of bragging. I know last year that Hamas Sporting, their name would be on this trophy for 2025. And we do hope that this competition reveals the best out of over 50 players that we see participating teams strive to put their names on this also, and just not the whole of the prize. Apart from that, the unity, the friendship, the camaraderie. And Trinidad and Tobago Patriots, in fact, their goal in achieving not only when it comes to this competition, one of the greatest achievements to us is physical wellness and mental health. And I think this competition goes a long way. And if you could agree with me from those who have participated in previous events, it goes a long way to mental health development in folks that are over the age of 50. You all agree on me with that? So we look forward for that sort of privilege to enjoy on the shores of Tobago and building that camaraderie, that mental health, and having that physical wellness go along. Tonight, live draw officially begins with the journey towards another exciting week of cricket in Tobago, where teams from across Trinidad and Tobago and the wider region will come together, both on and off the field. We look forward to a safe, competitive, and memorable tournament. And once again, thank everyone and our sponsors for their continued support of this growing initiative. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Anil. I would now like to invite Mr. Sunil Dasai.
Good night, ladies and gentlemen. My part today basically is formulating the fixtures and making the draw. We ensure that presently we have 9 teams this year competition, and we are ensuring that each team will have a minimum of 4 games. Right? We are playing group stage, semi-finals, and finals. The group stage, each team will be playing 3 games, and 3 games will contribute a point in a point system. In one group, top four going towards semi-final, then onto semi-final. Uh, the next 5 teams will play in a best of the West competition on a eliminator basis, right? As they win, they move to the next team, right? The fixtures will be like from Sunday until Wednesday, we'll have the group stage, right? Sunday we'll have 3 games, right? We're supposed to have 4 venues, basically, which is the Moriah Recreation Ground, Plymouth Recreation Ground, Roxborough Recreation Ground, Bayside Recreation Ground. On Sunday, the first day, we only have 3 grounds available to us. So there will be 3 games playing on that day. Uh, Monday, 4 games. Tuesday, 4 games. Wednesday, 3 games. Also, there will be one team that will have to play an extra game in the preliminary rounds, meaning they will have to play in 4 games. But their points will be only checked on the first 3 games. Understand? Right. What happens is that in order to have each team play 3 games, remember we have an odd number of teams, 9 teams, right? So one team basically will have to accommodate, well, playing a extra game without any point to accommodate for one team to like, play the third game. Now, the team that playing the fourth game, right? That fourth game will not carry any points for them, yeah. But the team that they are playing will be playing their third game, and they will have carry their points onto the table. I hope you all understand basically what happens there. It's just a matter as you have the odd team that come up as right? Uh-huh. Yeah. See that again? No, if the team that playing the fourth game won the game, right? That points will be allocated towards the maximum allotment of points. Yeah, they will get 0 points because they will lose the game. Their run rate will go up. Right. So with the team now playing the fourth game, no result, nothing from that game will be channeled towards the point. One group. Yeah. 3 games. Yeah, 3 games in the group stage. An extra game, yeah. Well, right. Team, correct. Right. Yeah, well, two scenarios, right? Um, if by chance or by what you say it, by draw that Patriots get that opportunity, right? They will, in this case, it will be that will pull number five will be playing the extra game, right? Now the thing is that is either we go to the draw um, to get that team, or we give Patriots the opportunity to play that game. It's up to us what we want to do. Right. I think that was on our agreement on our side, but we just want to get that from you guys, right? So, okay, so that'll be one of the slot that will be taken up there, right? So, right. The best of the rest now. We have at Thursday. We have one game we'll be playing on Thursday. That is to get rid of the extra team from the best of the rest. So we will play in at the 8th and 9th. The two teams that come 8 and 9 will play a playoff, right? That will be happening on Tuesday. So the winner will move on to like the BRL semifinals on Friday. Well, automatically, right? Correct. So that is that. Well, the semifinals and finals is the Friday and Saturday. The Saturday, it will be the final. We play in the third and fourth in conjunction with the final on one ground. So that team, the third and fourth playoff will start at 9 o'clock, right? And the final will start at 1 o'clock, right? The BR finals, we have it carded for space size, but we're trying to locate a ground close by to play that because we want the team to be there for finals and for the presentation, right? So all in all, taking care of that, right? The next thing is the rules and regulations of our competition. We have some new rules that was introduced last year, and we just continue that same this year. I hope everyone had a I know everybody have a problem, well not a problem. I was asking about the over 45, right? The over 45 in our competition can only bat after 4 wickets has fallen, meaning no retired out. If you retired out, same like for like. To be like if you're retired out, over 50 retired out, over 50 will be able to continue the inning, right? You cannot say that retired out is a wicket, right? So 4 wickets are the fall before the over 45 could be allowed to bat. As for bowling, they can only bowl after this power play, which is the sixth after from the seventh over until the 15th over, right? And between the two of the players, they can only bowl allotment of 4 overs. What we try to do is kind of soften the impact of the over 45 players. Right? The next thing is national, ex-national. We're only allowing 2 over ex-national and we over 50 to play in the competition each day. Right? No ex-national for over 45. I think that's the major ones, and there's one more that kind of major is the sense of bowler's action. If interpreted by the umpire, um, suspect action, they are asked to present uh, call it a letter of approval from a recognized institute. If they can't provide that, they will not be allowed to bowl, continue bowling. If they continue to bowl, there are penalties as the laws regulation 15 in our thing here. Uh, it is fully explained. That is the based on his action because we trying to have two official umpires on the games, right? So there will not be any player um, officiating at any time. So these guys and them will be trained on our regulation, and they will be acting on behalf of us. And well, once the umpire asks them for the necessary uh, documents and they don't provide it and they continue to bowl, they had the action there. They just penalize it, right? Right. Yeah, he will. Right. Right. No, but the penalty will take care of if he continues to bowl. It will no wicket will be accounted, and each ball is runs. So if there's any other question, only other rule this is our basic rules. Just continuation from both so and others. Of course, we know the reputation of these people, and I mean, so we will, up, how you say, give the umpires a ace on these guys and them. Especially look out for these guys and them as they move from the first ball, one time, right? Well, they must have some form of contact number, and we'll make this necessary. Uh, yeah, well, they will provide us for that game. They will continue to bowl, and then we will make the necessary contact. Mhm. Until further, yeah, okay, yeah, no problem. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, no problem. Mhm. That sounds good. Well, it all comes down to the umpires, right? Nice. So taking care of that now, I think we move on to the draw now. Mhm. Okay. Last year we started using Stump app, and we will continue using Stump app. Right? The live feed will be shared with everybody. Yes. Yeah, yeah, that's no problem. But further, we will always try to by the end of the day to put the standing on the WhatsApp group. Yeah. So instead of you're not capable of online and stumps, you will get it at the end of the day, right? I think yes, all scoring and umpiring will be taken care by the committee, right? So all the guys have to come in, just come and play cricket. We're trying to get some communication with the umpires and the scorers, but that is on the board, right? That's the iffy thing. But if you get through with that, the representative at the scorer may not be necessary because scorers will be linked with the umpires. The president will update you on that. Uh, Maybe after the draw. Right? Right. So we move to the draw.
Yes, sir. As we move forward with the draw, we will require a representative from each one of the teams to come forward. We will utilize the said format of alphabetical order to do the draw. I know with respect to Amas Sporting Services, they had requested that Ms. Sarah do the draw for them. Sarah, you dress up in your Amas early, you're flying quick. And I believe the other person, as Mr. Schwelz was supposed to represent North American. Huh? Yes, so I don't know if we could have somebody to represent on behalf of North American Masters. Um, Ramesh? Yeah, so Ramesh, you appointed. And somebody for Tobago Legends. Anybody? So we have representation from D&D, as right. I know we have for Fulham, for Jaguars, for Strikers, and Woodland Masters. But in this case, I know where Woodland is well, based on your alphabetical order here right now, you would not have to. All right, so we have a representative for Tobago, right, from the Fulham Sports Club to do such. With respect to the prize money, at this point in time, I could tell you we have about $25,000 in prizes. We will not fall short of last year's first prize, definitely. And by extension, we will send to the managers of each team formally the prize monies and so forth and additional prizes because at this point in time, we still have some sponsorship coming in. You all are fully aware of how this thing goes. We still are waiting on that to enhance our prizes much more, than we had last year once beneficial. But in terms of what we had last year, definitely we want to step up our game, right? So bear with us and we would formally send you that, team managers and teams, right? So at this point in time, we could move on. Any question before we move on to the draw? Right? So starting off the draw, and for those who are not aware, Amas Sporting Services took home the grand prize last year of 10,000 TT dollars. They also, based on alphabetical order, would be doing the first draw, and we'll call the representative, Ms. Sarah, to do such. That would be 3. We put we hands together for those who draw. We just only clap for 4 and 6. We clap for all the runs. You understand? All the numbers. So second, we'll call D&D Legends. So we gain all the ladies, like how the men thing here today. You mind, Shane?
Anicia Williams.
And Miss Anisha Williams, yes, from D&D Legends. Put your hands together. She has called 2. As we move along, team from all up the way up in the east, Fulham Sports Club. That's for the representative for Fulham Sports Club. We have the manager here. Please state your name, man.
Suraj, D. Suraj.
What? Everybody is clap for 6. So let's put all your hands together for Fulham Sports Club. 6. Jaguars Sports Club. Mr. Dave Mohammed. Representing the Jaguars Sports Club this afternoon. Yes, another round of applause for a lovely number when it comes to the game of cricket. 4. I'd call on Mr. Ramesh to represent the North American Masters out of Canada to draw. And that would be 7. So the representative from Fulham Sports Club to do the draw for Tobago Legends.
Good evening. My name is Lester Hanuman, representing Tobago.
That'll be 9. So it leaves just 2. And out of the 2, we'll have to call on Trinbago Strikers touring team to do this draw. But I'd still like to hear from Woodland Sports, which number they would have preferred. Hey, let me see what they like there one time. Say something, Dave. Any number. So, Uncle, just state your name first.
My name is Asmat Ali from Big Striker.
Thank you. There we have it, folks. Number 1 for Trinbago Strikers touring team, leaving Woodland Masters with number 8. Put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen, for the drawers. Canada. Yes. Right.
Well, that concludes the drawing. By by tomorrow is Wednesday. By Thursday, the final fixtures with team's name allotted to the games will be sent out. So, is there anyone that have any special requests based on like teams in terms of preferring that not playing the first day or second day, third day, anything like that? Okay, Fulham. Okay. Well, that'll be good because all the games will be starting 2 o'clock, basically. One thing, be sure the toss will be taken at 1:45. Be there 1:45 to take the toss. So if you're not present, you'll be automatically you will lose the toss. Right? We stick into these little minor rules. Toss has to be taken at there. Correct. Presently we do have a sponsor for that. We trying to see if we could get sponsored, but at presently we do have a sponsor. So we can't say that we sponsor any the water for you. Yeah. About 100 cases total. Okay, thanks. That will be very appreciative. Thank you. Okay. Well, now I'll hand you over back to the president. Okay, I now hand you over back to.
You know, gentlemen, as we hear, and I now call on them to say something, but for those who would know, and like Steve and Dave would know, the man behind creating Tobago Fiesta, as we call it, is Mr. Kenneth Johnity. Everybody knows him as Kelly. Put your hands together for Kelly. And definitely, I would like Kelly to say something when it comes to Tobago Cricket Fiesta.
Good afternoon, everyone. It's a pleasure to be organizing cricket like this, meeting good friends, making family more important. And thanks for everything. Thanks for the support. Hope competition getting more stiff now. Teams are getting better. And the best team win. Be safe and enjoy yourself in Tobago. Thanks again.
Definitely. You know, and we all look forward for the teams. I know one of the, how to say it, need I ask from you all is to make our tournament. And when I say our, it's just not the Trinidad and Tobago Patriots, but every team that is represented within this tournament to make it a disciplined one, a safe one, and definitely an enjoyable one because we don't want this to just end because of some, we would say, mishap that could be avoided, but somewhat with the thought in mind that to move this forward and develop bigger and bigger and better on the shores of Tobago, which is part of our island, Trinidad and Tobago. So we would look forward for all teams to support within that criteria of discipline when it comes to the competition. At this time, I'll just call on our secretary. Put all your hands together for our secretary who does all the hard work here to bring our vote of thanks as we close off this evening proceedings.
Thank you so much, guys, for joining us here tonight. I would like to say thank you to the following sponsors and partners thus far who have already come on board in supporting this year's tournament. 5A Electrical and Supplies Limited, Chill Out Restaurant and Bar, D&D Auto World, the Division of Youth Empowerment and Sports, Tobago House of Assembly, Idris Marketing, Neil Fabrication and Construction, Nitro Restaurant and Bar, Powerlight, Print Ideas, SEISL, and Ventura Auto Body Shop. I wish each and every one of you all the very best. I hope that you guys enjoy the competition, enjoy yourselves on the island. This is all about senior cricket development, enjoying sports at your age, and encouraging even others to participate in sport at this age. Camaraderie. I hope that you guys make friends, make memories, enjoy your time on the island, explore Tobago, and thank you very much. I'd like to ask Mr. Kelly to close us off in prayer. Thank you. Sure, the venues are Mariah Recreation Ground, Plymouth Recreation Ground, Roxborough Recreation Ground, and Speyside Recreation Ground. Any further questions? Okay, everyone is fine with today's. Everyone is fine with our rules, regulations, tournament information. We will share the pictures with you guys by perhaps Thursday. And after the group stages have passed, we will have the semifinals, best of the rest, finals. We will share that with you guys via WhatsApp. Yeah.
So folks, as you could see, we had it structured, but based on the requests of certain teams, we will try to accommodate. Like for instance, who had sixes Fulham? Right, and they on the Sunday, right? But we had 3 games on the Sunday. So now, and what Canada step on? So somebody would definitely have to play on the Sunday between Fulham or Canada. So no, in this case, because the fifth and eighth team could come in here. Move this, put this here, right? And put it there. So, like I say, for those who here, so not only the personnel in charge of hoping that your requests will be fulfilled, and we understand for long more so with all your players coming in on when Monday morning. Yeah. So that's the only reason other than that this would have maintained its structures as of now. Um just go up Sarah a bit here. Just go up. So then go put that across is where you had the right. So this game here, this yeah, so this 8 versus 9 was only be based on position after the playoffs, right? So just a note, this is not come back down a little bit, Sarah. Too much. Yeah. So Right. So this here is not because you're 8 or if you're 9. Right. This is it's position by the end of play. Right. Right. So we could know that here right now. So we are 5. Right. So we would have to play who won. Yes. Sunday we on a bye. No, we were supposed to be 1. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we were supposed to be team 1 and not 5. Huh? Yeah, so we supposed to be 1. Yeah, correct. Yeah. Nothing would it basically would have been the same thing, just by the number, right? Hmm. Correct. Yeah, Thursday is right, but for Thursday we need to play go back up here a little bit, Sarah. In order, right, stop there. In order for this to continue here with the best of the rest on Friday, this game have to play Thursday to fulfill. Yeah, just this one game. So if you know you're not placing 8 or 9, you're free here. If you know you want to play cricket, you could position yourself to look for 8 or 9. Right? So you get 5 days of cricket comfortable. Yeah. Right. So just one game. Thursday. Yeah, yeah. Wednesday is our official cricket day. Yeah. Yeah. So one other thing, folks. Each team would have a bye also between Sunday and Wednesday. Pull back down there, Sarah. So yeah, pull back down. Right. So go back up, Sarah. Right. Hold it there. If you notice here, 3-5. This would change now a bit just for the facilitation of the two teams that making the request. And I guess all teams kind of understand what is happening also for we to facilitate teams, right? But when this, like I say, by tomorrow, so now we'll have this organized so you'll see where you place as a buy. Yeah. In this case, we would hope that um, Fulham and Canada falls in here, right? So generally, those who see in here right now, obviously that will change because Fulham is 6 and Canada is 7. So they, yeah, all right. Follow on there, right? Steve, I see you studying it. Yeah, generally, yeah. Oh, to make that change. Yeah. here. But this might be this we might put you to play here instead. Right, because we're gonna need you to play Sunday. So we could probably change this game here to here. And probably gotta move that 1-9. No, not this here for somebody else. The 3-8. 3-8. Correct? Yeah. I think that's your two swap right there. Yeah. 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 We's one. Right. So we don't see who we winning from this. Yeah, nah. Go say it after. I'm telling you, yes. So, Steve, I think for the looking at it here already, and I also would have looked at it. Um, I think it would work for you also, Steve, in the factor with you getting a game here instead of being on a bye and moving that from here. And I think that is one position already to move Fulham and also. So I think it would work out basically at this point in time. Yeah. I know let me give the Andy um any question here for us? Huh? Where? Sunday, you are what number? 2? And where again? Over here. Yeah. Tunaliaba. Yeah. There- A typo error somewhere along the line when you see that. Yeah. So good. You see? Yeah. So which number missing here? 9? Oh, it's supposed to be 4. It's supposed to be 4. 4. It's got to be 4. Any numbers is it from? Yeah. 4. Huh? Yeah. So, Mr. David, Mr. Debo, all good? All right. So, I think at this point in time, we can close off.
Let's say a word of prayer. Heavenly Father, I want to thank you first before bringing us safe at this venue. I want to bless the Patriots, the organizing committee, organizing such a good tournament. Bless all the team that present here tonight. May they reach home safe. You in front, guiding them to their loved ones. Amen.
Yeah. One other item, folks. And I know we would like a representative from each team present today. To assist us with doing a short snip for Mr. Ian. I, yeah, interview more so. I guess he will guide us along in terms of that. Yeah, sure. Yeah, with the